The Congress has decided to knock on the doors of the Election Commission. Remember, the Model Code of Conduct is in place, which is why the only body that can act is the Poll Commission. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Gurdeep Sapal and other leaders of the Congress party have now reached the Election Commission. Sharon, my colleague, joining us from outside the EC office. Sharon, we're given to understand that delegation has just reached there. They want the EC to intervene.
That is right, Poonam. A delegation of 3 senior Congress leaders that include Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Gurdeep Sapal, and also Salman Khurshid will in fact be has in fact reached the Election Commission, and they will be giving a memorandum and a complaint to the Election Commission regarding the speech that has been made by the Prime Minister. Now, remember, ever since that speech has been made by the Prime Minister, where he has pointed out that how in the Congress manifesto the redistribution of wealth to a specific community has in fact been mentioned. Since then, we are seeing that the Congress party has been attacking the Bharatiya Janata Party and also the Prime Minister for making such a statement. And now the leaders of the Congress party has in fact reached the Election Commission to submit their complaint. Now, this is not the first time that the Congress has approached the Election Commission regarding the Prime Minister's speech. Just few days back, when the Prime Minister has had tried to do a comparison between the Congress manifesto and Muslim League, saying that the Congress manifesto is very similar to Muslim League. The ideology and the thoughts are very similar to Muslim League, and this manifesto is not Congress manifesto but Muslim League manifesto. That time as well, the same delegation, the same leaders, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Salman Khurshid, reached the Election Commission. They submitted a complaint to the Election Commission. There was no action or any sort of steps that was taken by the Election Commission at that point of time, and once again we are seeing that the Congress delegation has reached, this time once again filing a complaint against how the Prime Minister is trying to, according to the Congress party, is trying to misguide the voters regarding the Congress manifesto. Now, all the leaders, the senior leaders of the Congress party, has been saying that where is it that it is mentioned that the redistribution of wealth will take place as far as the specific community is concerned. This is nothing but trying to divide the community, trying to spread communal message is what the Congress party has been alleging. So not just this, like we earlier broke on our channel, that besides giving a complaint to the Election Commission, the Congress party is also going to the Congress president, in fact, has sought an appointment from the Prime Minister. He will also be trying to giving a copy of the manifesto to the Prime Minister, and will be urging him not to misguide the voters. So these are the strategies that the Congress party are planning to do in coming days as far as the statement that has been made by the Prime Minister.
Right, stay on with us. Suman Sharma also joining us, getting us more perspective on this. Now, this is a new front that the BJP, including the BJP star campaigner, the Prime Minister, has opened up. Not only is he talking about what Rahul Gandhi said a few days ago during a rally, but also reminding the Congress party, Aman, of what Manmohan Singh had said a few years ago.
Yes, Poonam, see, what the Prime Minister essentially is attacking 3 statements of the Congress leaders of the Congress party, which are on record. Number 1 is Rahul Gandhi's statement on 6th April in Hyderabad, while he was launching the Congress manifesto, where he spoke about that the Congress will first do a caste census, a socio-economic survey, followed by a financial and an institutional survey, in which Rahul Gandhi said that it will be ascertained who has how much wealth, which section has it, and then he said that the people who need it the most, the wealth will be redistributed to them. This is something that, is unheard in the country. There's never such a thing has been done. BJP using this statement to ask what are the modalities of this, who are you going to survey, which sections will this wealth go to, because Rahul Gandhi, while saying about the socio-economic caste census, spoke about SC, STs and the minorities and the OBCs. So is he speaking about the Muslim population? There the Prime Minister is bringing in the 2006 statement of then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, while at this meeting of the Chief Ministers in 2006, Manmohan Singh had mentioned that who will have the right, have the first right over the country's resources. The BJP says he mentioned minorities, especially Muslims. The Congress counters that, saying that he mentioned a wider group of OBCs, SC, STs, as well as women, children and minorities. That has been a conflict point between the BJP and the Congress since that time. The third statement which the PM is bringing up is this statement in the Congress manifesto itself, which speaks about minorities, which says that they will be given their fair share. So essentially BJP is joining these 3 statements and attacking the Rahul Gandhi, first asking him what are the modalities of this so-called financial and institutional survey? Is this, and Prime Minister Modi in Aligarh today also saying that are we going towards the line of the communists? And when he raises the point that Mangal Sutra, Stri Dhan of woman, the gold with woman will all be analyzed by the Congress party, isn't this intrusion into the personal space of commoners, common people? This is what Mr. Modi has made now his centerpiece of his campaign, at least in the last 2 days, yesterday in Rajasthan and today in Aligarh, while speaking Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh. Prime Minister doubling down on this attack. We have seen this attack also coming from Mr. Amit Shah today at a rally. Mr. JP Nadda also questioning it. So the BJP is surely making this centerpiece of the campaign, and the Congress now needs to come out with an explanation what exactly it means by this financial and institutional survey which Rahul Gandhi has promised.
Right, and all we've heard so far, Pallavi also joining us, getting us more perspective. All we've heard so far from Rahul Gandhi and from the Congress party, Pallavi, is that all of this is just a bundle of lies. The Prime Minister is trying to twist what the Congress is promising into this narrative and whip up this narrative against the grand old party. But as far as minorities is concerned, as far as giving certain leeways or certain schemes for minorities concerned, they do find mention in the manifesto of the Congress.
Well, yes, but as far as the Congress is concerned, first of all, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, has sought time with the Prime Minister. Apart from that, even as we speak, a delegation of the Congress party is already inside the Election Commission when they want the PM to be censored, and also handing over a copy of the Congress's Nyay Patra to make the point that this is not what was made a reference to. But if you look at the main subheads of, say, the social as well as economic upliftment which the Congress promises under its manifesto, it does make reference to the fact that availability of resources like public health, education and so on and so forth as far as the minorities are concerned. Also, the crux of the entire idea of caste census is also to ensure that the resources are made available to the minorities and also to those who are backwards as far as Dalits are concerned. More than the manifesto, this is there in it, which is of course open to interpretation, and that's exactly what the BJP is saying, are also the words which have come in from several Congress leaders, including Rahul Gandhi himself, who say that the present economic structure is such, it benefits and makes only a handful of people considered to be close to the Prime Minister richer and richer day by day. They are the ones who are getting all the benefits of the resources, and this all needs to change, and therefore we need to redraw the map as well as to find out what are the other ways that we can ensure that the others can get these benefits, which includes the minorities. Plus, with this, of course, in the earlier statement of Dr. Manmohan Singh, when he was a PM, in the context of the Sachar Committee report, Poonam, all of this adds up, because in politics and during election times, political parties do search for issues and build up a perception. And that's the perception which has usually stuck onto the Congress, that it is really indulging in minority appeasement.
Minority appeasement is an allegation that the BJP has made against the Congress on multiple occasions. Do stay on with us, Aman, Pallavi and Sherin. Let's listen into some political reactions that have come in.
एक चुनाव जीतने के लिए आप झूठ पे झूठ परोसते चले जाओगे जनता को। चलिए, आपकी गारंटियां झूठी, आपके जुमले झूठे, आपके वादे झूठे। अब देश को हिंदू मुसलमान के नाम पर आप झूठ परोस कर बांट रहे हैं। कांग्रेस के मैनिफेस्टो में कहीं भी, मैं ये चुनौती करता हूं प्रधानमंत्री को, कहीं मुसलमान या हिंदू कोई इस तरह का शब्द हो तो हमें बताएं, और ये चुनौती स्वीकार करें, नहीं तो झूठ बोलना बंद करें। कांग्रेस के मैनिफेस्टो में न्याय की बात की है। न्याय नौजवानों के साथ, न्याय महिलाओं के साथ, न्याय आदिवासियों के साथ, न्याय श्रमिकों के साथ। उसमें प्रधानमंत्री को आपत्ति है। आपत्ति हो भी क्यों ना, ये हमारा न्याय पत्र प्रधानमंत्री को आईना दिखाता है और उनके 10 साल के कृत्य दिखाता है।
मैं आज